Hi guys, we're the band Sanam.
And we are very proud to be associated with Vivrit Entertainment. This is our first time we're working together, and we look forward to working together and
in the future as well.
yeah, having a great time together on this gig.
Yeah.
Would recognize what we do on stage, but
Red Bull before the gig.
sure, Red Bulls,
Coffee.
coffee.
I mean, for me, I have to have my dinner 4 hours before I perform because it gets in the way of me singing. If I eat just before singing, so I have to have that 4 hour time. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's part of your preparation process.
Yeah, I mean, burp also, it depends on what you're eating again. So, yeah, as much as possible, I avoid the kind of food that will make me burp.
As a band, what advice would you guys give to all the local boys or the girls who are trying to get on the bigger stage and trying to perform or grow as a band?
Yeah.
I think one main thing is to focus on what's most important here. If you're doing something like music, I mean, focus on your skills. Focus on, like when ego comes in, then you can't really focus on the creativity. So if many people are working together, you have to understand each other and you have to give each other space to grow. Musically, creatively as well. So I think that's one thing that you can keep in mind. Anything else?
Definitely, I totally agree with that. Yeah. I mean, all of us think the same. So.
Any
I just think that it's very important to, when you're performing, to do what you really like doing, and if you can form or connect with an audience, just keep working on that. Because that's where the real human emotion about performing music really lies there. Because if you want to be a musician and if you're not just doing it for yourself, then that's where it really is, like how you connect with people. So yeah, try and get yourself in those situations often.
Surely you guys have a huge social media presence, and of course social media has its own pressure. So how do you as a team stay together and handle that pressure?
We normally don't focus on Instagram and Facebook that much, but now I think we have started a little bit. I think it's a bit important for us, but we never give attention to it so much.
Yeah, I think
we focus more on making songs and videos, but now I think it's time that we focus on that as well.
Yeah, we do need to.
one thing that I think we're sort of proud of also is the fact that like even our YouTube channel, the entire growth has been organic. So we put out our music and we just we post it for a couple of days and then we leave it and move on to the next song. And fortunately for us, a lot of people put our songs on playlists, and the growth just continues and continues, and that's been really nice for us. So we do believe in organic growth, but I think in today's world you do need to focus on. There's so many different platforms right now. There's Instagram, which is completely different, and there's Facebook, and there's Twitter, and then there's YouTube. So you have to kind of understand those platforms and do what's good for those platforms individually. So we're just starting with that now, as Summer said. We're starting to understand each of the platforms separately.
And also, I think in the beginning when we started, we didn't really. Everything was easier when it was organic, but now things have changed. People have to put in money to be out there. It's just not the same anymore. So we also took some time to transition into the world of putting in money and to get yourself out there. It's not that easy, but now it's getting easier.
Yeah, so it's changing, like it's forever changing, and we have to adapt to it as everybody else has to. So.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing here is content. So if your content is not good enough, then you put in as much money as you want.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean the intention has to be like whatever you put out there, people should be able to listen to it anytime. It shouldn't be like just a trend where 2-3 months people have a good time and then forget about it. We don't want to do that because we want our songs to stay with people. And I mean through renditions it's been easier for us to do that, but we've got to do that with originals as well. Yeah, that's the intention.
Talking about renditions, one would say that you guys started the trend of rehashing old Bollywood songs, and you were met with success as well. So at a time when so many remakes or remixes, they didn't do well, how do you explain your massive success in the field?
I mean, honestly, there's nothing that we plan to, we want to become big by releasing these renditions. Our intention has always been to put out what we feel, and we feel good doing this, and we just love the process of making music and having a good time. I think that's probably what reflects in our songs, and the main thing is we don't want to lose the soul of the song when we're recreating them. That's the main thing, because that's what people connect with. If you take that out of the song in the recreation, then there's no point in doing it in the first place. and
That's what we feel.
That's what we feel.
There's no right or wrong way.
No right or wrong, but again, I mean, we're just asking what has been, what we think has made us successful in this.
I
But
think
again, we don't think.
maybe the simplicity of the stuff that we do. So I think maybe that connects with a lot of people. Maybe that.
Fair enough. So let's talk about your performance in Dubai.
Yeah.
What can all the visitors expect?
Oh, okay.
Anything else that?
I think most of the people would like to see what we usually put up on YouTube because they're also fond of listening to that music. They watch it on repeat. So definitely a lot of stuff from our YouTube channel, but we do a fair amount of music at our live shows, which is very high energy. So people who haven't seen us before, they don't usually expect us to play music that high energy. So I think it's going to be a mix of those things, and maybe we'll add in something that's a little bit of a local treat. Let's see how we've done it in the past. Let's see what we do this year.
I'm just going to butt in before Hussein asks you the final one. Okay, you mentioned about the connection that you expect from an audience. So as a Dubai audience, what do you find? Our audience is the same all over, or is there something special about the Dubai audience that you
Definitely is, like, I think you'd be able to answer that well.
I think audiences are the same everywhere. It's just that the way you reach out to them, that's the artist's job. So that's where the artistry and the way of being on stage and connecting with people is important as well. What the main point was that I was trying to make. And Dubai audiences are very receptive and they are waiting to be impressed. And I can tell that for a fact because I was out last night and everybody was having such a great time. All the Arabs were so happy because Morocco's won. And everywhere I went, there was music happening. It was fantastic. And it's like people are waiting to have a great time in Dubai. That goes without doubt. So it's basically the artist's job to get them there.
I think another important factor would be the fact that people have been locked down for so long, and now everybody's like just looking to like go and like listen to like live shows and experience something different. So I think that's also going to add to this, and this is our first time after lockdown in Dubai, so it's going to be fun. I'm sure a lot of people are going to turn up for this.
Awesome.
of course, we want to end with like a rendition from you for our fans.
Do you love it? Or
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to actually get an opportunity to listen to you so close. Thank
So
you.
Kathy, you're not coming for the show?
Yeah,
You guys are
but
right.
this is like a different, I think, vibe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope everybody's coming.